Question 5. HomeGrocer.com is an online grocery store in the Seattle area with more than 10,000 customers. The following table reports May 1999 prices for a shopping list of 8 items from HomeGrocer.com and from local Seattle supermarkets. And then here's our data, which I have entered into these lists. I'm sorry, I have not entered into these lists yet. We're going to have to enter this into a list. But we don't enter them separately. All right, this is why I didn't enter them yet, because we have to do something to them in order to enter them. So at the 0.05 level of significance, is there evidence of a difference in the average price for products purchased from HomeGrocer.com and Seattle supermarkets? So they want to know, is there evidence of a difference? In other words, they want to know, is the mean difference equal to 0? In other words, there's no difference, or is the mean difference not equal to 0? There is a difference. Right? This is the alternative hypothesis, and this is the null hypothesis. And we have to calculate the difference. We have to subtract our 2 columns in order to get the differences. And these differences, this is what we're going to enter on our calculator. So we subtract. 699 minus 699 is 0. 329 minus 349 is negative 0.2. Negative 0.1. Negative 0.2. 399 minus 359, that's positive 0.4. We get 0, 0.1, and then 0.3. These are our differences. And this list 9 here, this is the thing that I'm going to test. So I'm going to go test T, because whenever we have a list, it's T, not Z. And then 1 sample. And we want to know, is it equal or not equal to 0? Those were the hypotheses I wrote down before. And then I should be doing list mode, right? And where did I put this? Let me just go double check. It's in list 9. Right, so this should be list 9. And we run that and we get our test statistic 0.482 and our p-value 0.6444. This p-value 0.6444 is much greater than the 0.05. And so that means we do not reject the null hypothesis. Right, we do not have enough evidence to say that there is a difference in prices between the website and the supermarkets. And just like the previous questions, if we preferred to do this with a critical value method, we could do a critical value method finding our critical values positive and negative. It's positive, negative because we have a not equals, because it's two-tailed. We have our rejection region in the tails here. The T that we just found was 0.482. And if we wanted to do our critical values, we would go distribution T, inverse T. The area would be the level of significance, which is 0.05, right? So we do 0.05 divided by 2, and the degrees of freedom would be, there's 8 items on the list, so it would be 8 minus 1, 7. We can get our critical values here, plus and minus 2.365. And of course, our test statistic is not in either of these tails. It's not in the rejection regions. It's somewhere in between. So we get the same conclusion, which is that we do not reject the null hypothesis.